All right, here we go. Everybody, welcome to your first episode of Dave and the Squire. This week we got the NFL season preview brought to you by Colt Collectibles, Canada's largest cult and true crime history site. Now, my name's Dave, and right here we got Sports Squire, Esquire
Sports
Ali.
Squire. Yeah.
In it's week 4 of the preseason. We've been wanting to do this show to start off and kind of give a recap and breakdown of everything that's going on in the NFL and give you our hot takes because we're both fucking big sports heads. Basically, all I want to say is the last games are being played today. I want to get into our biggest takeaways from the preseason, but first I want to talk about the biggest news going around the league this week.
Let's
In case
do
you're
it.
All right. In case your head's been up your ass, 49ers have been negotiating with Brandon Ayuk. They were competing in the Super Bowl last year and, couldn't make it happen when the time came down to it. And now Ayuk wants to get the big bag. He's saying he wants around $30 million a year. And for reference, Jalen Waddle of the Dolphins just signed a 3-year contract, averaging $25 million a year. Devontae Smith of the Eagles just signed a 3-year, averaging around $25 million, and then Nico Collins on the Texans just signed one about $24.5 million a year. Niners are currently sitting with $51.9 million in open cap space. The highest paid player right now on the Niners is Deebo Samuel. He just signed his contract last year at 23.8 a year. Now, during negotiations, Patriots offered him over 30 mil, and then Ayuk declined. Then there were talks about negotiations with Pittsburgh, which I don't know why any fucking wide receiver would want to go over to Pittsburgh unless they're just going to make a bunch of money, because Pittsburgh's got quarterback problems. They just got Russell Wilson and Justin Fields, and I'm a fucking Bears fan, and Justin Fields is probably the worst quarterback in the NFL. I would say, I would say he's a backup, and he's not a good backup. Um, he's a guy. Well, I'll get into that another time. But yeah, basically, so what I want to ask is, what do the Niners look like without Ayuk? Because if you look at his 2023 season, he caught 65% of his passes out of 125 targets, I think it was, with a total of 1491 yards. So he had a big fucking season last year. 8 touchdowns. The prime age for a wide receiver is between 24 and 27. Ayuk's 26. Debo just signed that big contract last year at 20, or no, 2 years ago, I think he signed it, 2022. And he signed it at the age of 26. So looking at Debo's numbers, he did about 3 quarters, maybe a little bit less than that, of, Ayuk's performance last year. What do you think? Do you think he deserves that bag, or is he in his feelings because of that fucking receivers show that's on Netflix?
Are you? That's my dog. Look, I'm talking about Rockland, wherever he from. That's Sacramento. He needs to get paid. Debo, don't show up in the playoffs. When the last time we seen Debo do something other than run out with that damn boom box? Listening to Young Boy. Come on, man. We talk about the deep threat. We talk about the basket catch off bruh helmet. You know what I mean? Diving. We talking about heart and soul. And when I think about what the Niners look like without IU, it's a lot of uncertainty. But that's the Shanahan way. That's John Lynch's system. We saw Mr. Irrelevant. He about to be the new Tom Brady. That boy was a 6th round draft, the last draft pick. So it could be a little bit of you really need to humble yourself, but in his regard, he definitely deserves it. If you could pay Debo that for doing nothing but being a cheerleader, why can't Ayuk get paid? Debo's better off playing running back, running wildcat. He's not even a receiving threat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when you start to get into the third string, fourth strings, it's their time to really step up. So if I'm IU, I would have been left. I would have took the Patriots money, um, just to show it. Just to really prove to the league, to the organization, because of course every wide receiver wants to get paid, but we just not in that kind of like industry with the football. Like you are extremely expendable, and when I feel like the California taxes has a lot to play into like why he's wanting the money that he wants from the Niners. Um, but at the end of the day, you gotta pay the boy. Like he really made like when you look at their playoff run last year, that was him. That was not Debo getting that done. You know what I mean? That was not Kittles getting that done. That was Ayuk and Brock Purdy and the defense really doing their thing. And it's disappointing that they're gonna turn him into the new Keyshawn Johnson because I really believe like he has elite capabilities, but I'm just disappointed that the off field antics are gonna overshadow everything he's ever done for the Niners. And we've seen it play out time and time and time again. The wide receiver think he's God gift to the earth, and they find somebody 5 years younger doing more, hungrier. Project baby. You know, it's 100,000 ABs out there right now, South Florida. You know what I mean?
I don't know
They
if they're as
waiting
crazy
for
as
they.
AB though.
Nah, it's in the water, man. They
Yeah.
all crazy. When you look at everybody that came from South Florida, they all off the hook. I'm telling Lamar Jackson, AB, Kodak Black, Denzel Curry. It's an array of just like
Yeah.
it's something in the water, man. But I don't know, man. I did notice Debo was getting locked up in every little preseason route he ran. Granted, it is just the preseason, this, that, and the third, but bro is looking like a keg on legs year after year. I don't know when
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
gonna get he needs to step it up like on
I
the
think you were
physical
telling me that
aspect
like
of it
6
all.
months ago. You were telling me
You
like
know
he
what
needs to
I
lose some
mean?
fucking weight.
Bro, I've been seeing him walk around with the it's a chain. James Harden and Lil Baby give all their industry friends. It says CBFW and Debo Samuels is the latest. It says can't be fucked with. All
Yeah.
right. I'm not trying to associate myself with nothing James Harden got going on, nothing Lil Baby got going on. Like, we not doing that. We trying to win games and we trying to go crazy. But you worried about listening to Young Boy out the boombox, man. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
so we'll see. I mean, they're in a real peculiar position. I did see Ayuk cut his hair off. Usually, it's a lot of power loss with that. I can't lie.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like he's gonna be ending up on the Niners. I think we're gonna have an ugly opening week, and we're gonna
Is
get
this
into
he
that
has
game.
one more year, right? Like this is his contract year,
Yeah,
right?
he's like refusing to play right now. He's not going to training camp. He's not doing shit. He's holding out, completely. So he might not even be there in week 1. Like
Nah, he'll be there.
well, he
It
might
ain't.
be on the sidelines though, because I mean, look last year,
Do you dress him up?
huh? I
Do you
don't
dress
know.
him
I
up?
mean, they're saying he
Ooh.
was he traveled to Las Vegas when they just tied with the fucking
And was not dressed up and was kicking it with AP. Like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? I'm like, brother, this is all bad publicity.
Yeah, I was really surprised that they didn't offer it to him up front. I mean, you have a team that's you know needs that extra push to overcome adversity in the fucking deep in the postseason. That they've gone to the fucking Super Bowl like
They're
how
like
many
right
times in this
there.
lifetime, and then shit doesn't like work out. And the thing that I'm concerned about the Niners too, whether or not he ends up on that team, is gonna be their fucking backups that they have, because like they
Yeah.
really don't have anybody.
They're
Like,
not deep at all.
yeah,
Yeah.
you look at their preseason games. I mean, they just tied with the fucking Raiders. you know, like, and they were winning that game. They couldn't even like win that. Like, I don't know what their goal is. I mean, Shanahan could just be one of those coaches that doesn't give a fuck and is like, hey, we're just going to experiment with plays during this time. But you'd think they'd want to get a W after losing the biggest game of the fucking year. You know, it's like you want to establish that winning, like momentum, you know, or you just get the team happy about that. You know, like I think Chicago Bears had the baddest fucking opening to, you know, their season, their preseason, because they fucking beat every team they played against. They looked fantastic. Their starters look good. Their backups look deep.
A shit ton of points.
Yeah, their backups look. The last 6 teams that scored as much as the Chicago Bears scored, fucking made it to playoffs, and then 2 of them won the Super Bowl. You know, that put up points like that in the preseason and went undefeated in the preseason. So people say preseason doesn't mean shit. Well, it only doesn't mean shit if you're the Browns,
right?
You know, because the Browns fucking just suck. You know, and they've been. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna hate on the Browns this year, but I'm gonna, like, historically speaking, you know.
You're not gonna hate on the Browns this year?
I'm not gonna hate too much on the Browns this year.
You think they got it this year?
I don't think they're ever gonna be as bad as they once were. I don't think they got it this year, but I don't think they're gonna fucking, you know, what they got fucking what's his name this year? Fucking Joe Burrow. Is he the real deal? Or no, he's on the fucking Bengals.
That's the Bengals. Yeah, that's
I'm tripping.
Deshaun Watson.
Oh yeah, no, I'm all.
That's Love Me Long Time. That's Happy Ending Boy.
Yeah.
That boy.
Oh yeah, Deshaun Watson. Fucking Christ.
That's Bill Cosby Jr. I ain't gonna lie though, like the whole they really fucked up. They fucked up the trajectory of the quarterback position. What did he get paid? Like $350. He got some fat, crazy contract that is just like, what have you done but be in and out the massage parlor?
Deshaun Watson?
Yeah.
230.
You get 230.
230. So he's making 46
for
doing
what? For doing what? Yeah.
Well, fuck. I mean, that's killer. That's got to be nice. You know, you don't really. I'm on the Browns. They really pay someone that much on that team.
I didn't even know they had that type of money. Like,
yeah,
it's crazy. But yeah, big ups to what's bro's name? Myles Garrett. He take his helmet off and hit you with it. Big up to the Cleveland Browns. So I'm excited for that Smash Mouth football.
I mean, they went 11-6 last year, you know, which is
with
good.
Their
that's
backup.
An improvement. Yeah,
their backup saved everything, throwing everything off the back leg. They got a crazy defense. It's just
I liked Flacco balling out at the end of the season. That was pretty lit.
They should have kept him, but they let him go to the Colts.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Bro's gonna be a rock star in Indiana. Watch, because everybody's big on Richardson. I don't know, man. I don't know. You know about him?
Mm-mm.
So he was supposed to be like the second coming of Lamar Jackson, number 1 draft pick for the Colts. Doesn't play a snap. I think he played like 2 games last year. Hurt all year.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
Now he's back, ready to throw the football. And I'm just like, dude, you don't even look like you ready. Like, he on the sideline looking like super high fire at a football game. Like, you know what I mean? Hood on with the glasses. I'm just like, brother, Joe Flacco is standing right next to you. Like,
yeah,
it's over. It's over with. I think the conventional days of like the running, gunning quarterback shit's done. After Patrick Mahomes, that shit's done. That shit's going right back to the pocket passer.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Brock Purdy, you know?
Yeah. Well, running backs are worth fucking less and less and less, it seems like, you know, and like you just see them dropping in the draft further and further. Like the last fucking first running back that got drafted was fucking Kajana Carter, you know, and injury. It's just too high risk of a position, and they fucking don't make it past 30, you know? Like, well, they're not worth a lot past 30, so teams want to get the most bang for their buck, and you see how much they're investing in fucking quarterbacks this year with fucking Jordan Love. Fucking that shit was crazy to me. I think he's the highest paid in the entire league now, isn't he? Fucking
Yeah, until they ink
and
fucking Brock shit.
yep, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
fucking Jordan Love's
Brock probably about to
making
get 400.
220 mil 4 year, and puts him in a tie for the highest paid.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, he's at a tie for pretty much. Well, no, fuck. Deshaun Watson was a 5 year at 23, 230. So that's fucking nuts, man. People are making fucking so much money right now in that position. And that's what you need, though. You need someone who can throw that fucking ball if you're going to warrant that. You need someone who's smart, someone who can read fucking defense at a high level, and someone who can be calm and collected while going about it. These backups, what cracks me up is these backups, how much they're fucking making, though. I mean, they're making $1 million, and a lot of the time they only see snaps in the preseason.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll be the greatest. You know what I mean?
I'll be the greatest backup. You know what, though? You notice that, like, coach backup shit that they do, though? It's like, oh, let's fucking get Matt Ryan for a year to, like, teach our guy how to fucking play. And Matt Ryan's gonna make $1 million. We're gonna pay this guy fucking like $50 million or some shit. Let's pay him $40 million. And fucking.
I mean, Jameis Winston, sign me up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, fuck, dude.
I'll rather do that than be like Mariota. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just all the upside and just nothing. Like you're not even a factor in the locker room. You're not even a funny guy. Like.
You gotta prove your worth, though. I mean, shit, when they're making cuts and it's preseason, it's like you still gotta be in there. You're gonna play your snaps. If you look like absolute shit, like dog shit during the fucking preseason, they're probably gonna hesitate. Like, is this guy even worth keeping around? And with how weird teams are, I mean, I want to get into who needs to be fired right now in the fucking NFL. I think they need to fire. I can't believe this fucking piece of shit got a job somewhere else. Fucking yeah, Luke Getsy on the offensive coordinator. Offensive coordinator for the Raiders. I don't know how this dude got another job after fucking calling, like, I want to say 75% of the plays he called were fucking screen passes fucking last year. And third and 17 screen pass. Like, the fuck is Luke Getsy doing in football, And then
about to throw the defense on.
You're looking at Raiders. They got fucking like Blue Man Group doing their halftime show and shit. They got all this money. You look at the Las Vegas Golden Knights, and they went and like won their fucking
won that shit. Yeah,
right off the bat. And that's what we thought we were gonna see with this football team with all this money and all this shit. They openly support MAGA and shit, like. And then they hired the like fucking most lame brain fucking. I could call better. You could get like someone who's like decent at Madden, and they could probably call.
Yeah,
better.
You could just ask Madden the whole game.
Yeah, just go off. Ask Madden. You're right.
Oh my god. Yeah. I don't know, man, because that's really like AB's or AP's job is on the line, fucking with Brad now. Like people gonna think it's him. And it's just gonna get. I don't know. I don't think it's. I think the Davis family just needs to walk away. They need to just sell the team
already. It's only
just give it up. Just give it up. You know what I mean? Like
shit.
Sell it to Deion and then sell it to the Deion Sanders estate. Because something needs to get done.
Just give it to Deion. Like, just let Deion take over, man. He'll fucking
he'll fix everything.
Yeah. Well, he is probably the greatest college football coach of all time.
Which is crazy to think, like in the real grand scheme of things, he probably has around 50 wins, and he's up there with the Nick Sabans.
Yep, he is. I think he's better than Nick Saban, 100%. Better than
And
Harbaugh,
bro,
better than
like
Saban.
50 wins is a stretch. Like he probably is around 20, 30 wins.
He's
I don't
like
know what
a
the Jackson State years were looking like.
it's like a what's it called? Like when like boxers pad their fucking records and shit when
Yeah,
they
go
go to
to
pros.
Mexico and fight all the fights. Yeah, the Devin Haney of college football. Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie. Like the Raiders, I don't know. Are they waiting for Shador? Are
That's what it
they?
is. That's what it
You know
is.
what I
They're
mean?
waiting. That's
Like,
what they're fucking. They're trying to free up as much cap space as they can.
bro,
He's gonna be the highest paid fucking quarterback
that's
of
what
all
I'm like.
time.
How do you not get a quarterback
Hmm.
in this draft? It was fucking
That was,
McDaniels.
dude.
But
There were
it was
so many
everybody. Bo
quarterbacks.
Nix. Yeah.
Yeah, they got what was it? Fucking Falcons got Michael Penis Jr.
Right. Big Phoenix Synergy.
Yeah.
They say he's not even gonna play this year. And I was like, yeah, the
Yeah.
Raiders are fucking stupid.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah, they could have done that. They could have fucking got a rookie and sidelined him for a year. It's like, no, we're gonna have two like fucking mid-ass guys, not even mid, like lower
We gonna
mid-ass
have the
guys,
mid off. Yeah, we
and
gonna have the mid off.
yeah, exactly. They're fucking, they're out there like competing for this like fucked position. That sucks, man.
Yeah, because I don't know about Minshew. Everybody's like,
Yep.
oh, he just doesn't give a fuck. He's gonna throw 6 picks, but he's gonna throw 10 touchdowns. I don't
He's
know.
gonna throw that you never want to lead off with that when you
That's
talk
what
about
I'm
your
saying.
quarterback.
Like Brett Favre is the only one ever to get away with that. Like
Yeah.
Brett Favre will give your ass 6 touchdowns and 4 picks and still win. Like
Yep.
other than that, I've never seen anybody play stupid ass football like that.
Didn't
And it's
Drew
just
Brees
good.
throw hella picks too, though? I mean, he was crazy as fuck too. I wonder what
Yeah, he
Drew
was
Brees'
definitely
interception record.
he was letting that motherfucker fly. I think
Yeah.
part of the reason because he couldn't really see over the line, so he's just like, look, you gotta go get that mother. Yeah, I'm throwing that bitch to the ceiling of the dome. Find the ball. Yeah.
200. No, he 5 interceptions in one game against the Falcons. That was his worst game, 2012, and he already won a fucking championship by then, so he could do whatever the fuck he wanted to at that point.
Yeah, 5 picks is crazy.
Yeah.
Like as an offensive coordinator, you're telling the quarterback, "Hey, just keep throwing that.
Yeah.
Come on,
Well,
one of them will land."
it was that near the end of the season, November 29th. They were probably just Yeah, they were
He's
probably
going for like a 2,000-yard game.
Yeah, something like that. And I don't know how deep the Falcons were in 2012. That's like 12 years ago. They were still, I think they were okay back then.
Nah.
But yeah, so fucking now I want to get into the return of Aaron Rodgers.
Chico's finest, the 35-30. Yeah.
So yeah, last year Aaron Rodgers was sidelined just after playing a few fucking snaps. Wasn't it like his third snap or some shit? I remember it happened so fast. I was watching the game in my car.
Yeah, as fuck. They broke my heart.
I think it was the season opener too. It was the first game of the season, and
he ran out with the flag, Captain America. You know what I mean? It was set up to be the greatest
Jet season. Yeah, like
yeah.
They were just on Hard Knocks, and everybody was so fucking hyped up for them.
You know what I'm saying? Sauce Gardner had the amazing PR run. Like that fool was everywhere last year, and
I think they won that game too after he got hurt, and I think they like in the fourth quarter, or no, I think it was overtime. They returned a fucking punt or some shit to win the game. Like it was a badass game, like super memorable game. But yeah, no, the dude, they're so excited for him, and then that shit happens to him, and it's fucked up because like it reminds me of a joke Artie Lang used to tell all the time, and he's like, "What's the difference between your girlfriend and the Jets?" And fucking, your girlfriend might fuck you sometimes, but the Jets will always fuck you. And that was one of those moments though where I was like, "Fuck, dude!" Like the Jets, they're never. And
Yeah.
I like the Jets. I've always been since I was a kid. I've been partial to them. I just like their fucking colors, their fucking logos, dope.
Jets.
Yeah, they're a sick
Jets.
ass team. Like they're a really cool fucking team, and that's
Chad Pennington, Curtis Martin.
that shit. That shit's unfortunate as fuck. But yeah, he's back now, man. So what do you think? Jets fucking going all the way this year or what?
Dude, I don't like. I just want to see him fucking be able to throw. Like watching the videos, bro. It's like practicing with prosthetic shoes on and shit. I'm like, bro, come on. Like, you're supposed to plant your cleat in the fucking turf
Yeah.
after you've done no rehab and be playing against grown men trying to fucking kill you.
Yep.
It's
You
gonna
think he
be
gets
cold
injured
as
again?
shit. That's a California boy. It's
Yeah.
gonna be
Yeah.
cold as shit. Look, I know it's Lambo, all that. Those days are long gone. Aaron Rodgers been in Tulum eating ayahuasca and all sorts of shit. Like,
Yeah.
he's not battle ready for that cold tundra. You know what I mean? He's smoking weed. You see the handshake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
I just don't know if his focus is where it needs to be. On the outside, the optics, it looks great. He's a leader. I get it. But he should have just went to fucking Raiders or something. Like, he should, you know what I mean? He should have requested that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Oh yeah, he'd be in Vegas,
Retire a
dude.
Raider.
He'd be
Yeah,
chilling
yeah.
out there.
You know, and him and fucking RFK Jr. could chop it up and have a ball. You know, like Aaron Rodgers is an open-minded patriot. You know what I
I
mean?
know. Yeah.
Like he would fit right in with Max Crosby and everybody else. You know,
I remember when he went.
and
I think it was during COVID when he went on fucking Joe Rogan, and I was just like, man, why is this dude even doing this shit? Like this is just not a good idea. Like you're just trying to get, like, fuck, you're getting paid millions. And I think that's what happens. Sometimes the money goes to people's heads and they think they're untouchable. Like Ronda Rousey and shit. Like she made
just
hella
gotta
money
shut
and
up and dribble. You have to shut up and
yeah,
dribble.
you got to at that point, dude. It's like fuck, make your money.
Right. So I don't like in a perfect world, they make the wild card and they make some noise. But that's a fucking stretch. Like
He's got to be healthy for this entire
the
season, dude.
whole it, bro.
Yeah.
Every motherfucking game. And I just don't see it happening, man. How old is he now? Like he's gotta be at least 40. He's gotta be 40
Yeah.
years old. You know what I mean? Like when you think about
40, he is 40.
yeah, like when you think about who he played with in college, like we're talking Javid Best, Marshawn Lynch, Deshaun Jackson. They've been hung him up, bro. Like they not beast mode ain't even like hell no, I don't miss the game.
Yeah.
So it's like at a point you gotta just look at yourself like this is Aaron Rodgers Rocky Balboa movie moment,
Yeah.
where he's just old as shit. Like I think I got one more in me.
Yeah.
You know what I
And
mean?
that's
Like
how
you
he does
trying to
it. He fucking goes all the way or not or nothing and that's it. Yeah.
yeah. So I wish him the best. I really hope they could get fucking at least 8 wins. Like
Yeah.
even going 500 would be a win for
Yeah.
the Jets. Like it would make sense. The coach would keep his job. Coach is losing his job after this year.
Oh yeah.
I'm not. I'm not lying. The boy was looking stressed all last year on the sideline, like sweating buckets, and I'm just like, dude,
Yeah.
I feel the pressure. Like I really feel you, like, cause it's a cutthroat fucking business. And then when you listen to a 40-year-old man convince you he's still at the top of his game,
Yeah.
that is your fucking fault. You fucked that up.
I mean,
That's not him.
I think that was a freak accident type thing though. I mean, you look at like
If
you
it
know,
happens again, then
yeah,
what? Is it
yeah.
another freak accident?
Well, I mean, fuck, look at what's it called? Kevin Durant, same injury.
He's
Fucking
black.
shut the fuck up. Same
Look,
what I'm
Frank
saying is
Gore.
Yeah,
Frank Gore blew out
yeah.
his ACL
But
twice in college.
different. Look at the position, though. Is what I'm trying to say. You got KD, who's fucking like way more active in a game, jumping, doing
Oh
all that
man,
shit. Fucking, those types of injuries, like for a quarterback, I think that's something that's not too bad. The guy doesn't have to rush fucking, 50 yards a game, or like fucking really take off. He's already got good pocket awareness as long as he cannot get fucking hit, low, which everyone's gonna be going for it this year. I bet you they're gonna be people with fucking they're gonna be bounties on him and shit. I think that shit still happens. I think it's that for
big
sure it still
time,
happens. Yeah,
big time, big time.
I
People
think
love that shit.
that's well. Look at Justin Fields. They fucking murdered that guy last year, and they
That's
never
what I'm
called
saying.
anything. There was never a
Imagine if
roughing the
Patrick
passer.
Mahomes got that treatment.
Oh hell no. Yeah, it wouldn't. Yep.
Ooh. NFL would be protested.
Yeah.
I'm talking about anytime he gets touched, bro. Like you could sneeze at Pat, and they're like,
That's why I
25
can't
yards.
watch Chiefs games, man. Or I couldn't last season when I'd be watching fucking the Bears. It was just like, what the fuck? Like they hated Justin Fields, dude. Everybody hated that guy. But for in everybody else's defense though, he never threw the fucking ball. Like he would just hold on to that shit forever, and it's like that's
But
what
what
you
did he
get, dude.
do? What's up with bruh? Like, is he just the cancer to life? Like, it seems like people don't want to play with him. If
Yeah,
he's going somewhere, people don't want to go.
he's
Like,
he's
what?
he's un what I took away from his last season and even before the season started, he has zero self confidence. And you can't have a quarterback without self
Mm,
confidence because everything starts with the quarterback. You got
yeah,
receivers talking about, we don't talk to the quarterback. We just do what the play is, like that's it. Like the only time you talk to the quarterback is when you're on the sidelines. You don't want to fuck with the
mm,
quarterback's their psyche. You don't want to say, "Oh, that was a bad pass," or nobody gives shit to the quarterback. Even the coaches, when they're out there, they let them do their thing because it's literally the whole foundation is there. How the play is gonna go. So Justin Fields, fucking bro, a bad snap would fucking destroy everything for him. He crumbled.
he got the towel on his head.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. In the beginning of the season, there was like an interview where it was like reading tweets, or whatever. It was one of
Yeah,
those stupid little things. And Fields was there, and I forgot who he was sitting with. He was sitting with like fucking. It wasn't. I don't know if it was some influencer or if it was like someone from the Bears. I think it was like an influencer or some shit. And he reads this thing, and it says, "You are not the guy in our city. I hope they trade you." It says some shit like that. Um,
you could see him tearing up,
he
huh?
didn't know what to say. He didn't say
Damn.
anything. And then the guy next to him goes, "No, he's the guy." He's all patting him on the back. And I was like, "Yeah, we don't have a quarterback." And by like week 3, they asked him, they said, "What are you, doing here? What are you planning on improving?" He goes, "I'm just enjoying playing the game I love and just, taking a step
Woo!
out there." And I'm like, he's broken. He's a broken
Cooked,
quarterback,
yeah,
dude.
cooked. That
Yeah.
is terrible.
And like, that's why I will take fucking 40-year-old Aaron Rodgers any day over a broken fucking quarterback because that dude knows what he's capable of. He I
And
I
he's gonna
would
leave it out there.
I will take the anti-vaxxer quarterback over anybody else because they believe in themselves no matter what.
No, for real,
You know what I'm
for
saying?
real. I need that, yeah.
Yeah,
Because
that's that.
I'd definitely rather have the tinfoil hatter
Whether he's right or
over.
wrong, he believes himself. He thinks he's right.
Right,
So
right.
we need
And
that.
that's very important. Yeah, that
Yeah.
is extremely
And
important.
in
But
football,
that,
hmm,
no, I was gonna say it makes sense why Fields and Russ are together now. Then, when you put it like that, like because that's his ceiling. Like he could only be as good as Russell Wilson, and to have them together to develop that for the future, like no, you're gonna be the next Russ. We believe in you.
I think
We,
Russell Wilson died with the Seahawks, and he's not ever gonna be that same dude again.
I mean, bro is just such a character. Like even when he was in Seattle, like we would hear little shit about him, like, and it would be like PR to make you like him. Like, oh, Russell Wilson is at the children's hospital 3 times a week. Like he spends more time with these kids than his own kids. Oh my guys,
Wait, you mean Future's kids?
right, baby Future.
He
Like,
said, didn't he make Future's like son call him daddy or some shit?
bro, that shit is so
That's
crazy.
I was like, fuck him from that point on. You know?
Can you imagine
Yeah.
somebody with your child on Instagram like happy birthday, buddy. I love you
Bruh.
forever. Like, yo, like
Yeah.
you gotta relax. Like, and that's the type of person that you want running your team. Like we talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers, we talk about Mike Tomlin, Najee Harris, Pickens, goddamn, like some real boys. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? Like if Russell Wilson ain't getting beat up by week 2, he won the locker room. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I just think, bro, is just he is a different breed. Like when Beast Mode was like, bro, I had to reach out to his publicist to get into contact with him, and
Yeah.
we play on the same team. Like he's like, boy, we share locker. He's like, we share locker room with everybody. Russ had his own office, bro.
Yeah.
You know how crazy that is? Like everybody in the locker room listening to Young Boy getting dressed. You know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
you off doing some fucking acro yoga in your office, telling people to knock before they enter. Like,
Yeah.
what's up with, bro? Like, I don't. I'd rather have Aaron Rodgers than that shit. Like, so I don't know. I think it might even be. It could be a psyop to just get rid of Fields altogether. Like, this is really gonna break your confidence.
What I heard was they were, yeah, that's what I think. But what I heard was they were gonna have him returning kicks and shit, and then they changed the kickoff rule though. So
You can't
then,
have your
so it's
quarterback.
like he can't even. He's just gonna get fucking murked, you know, if he tries to return a kick.
I mean, if it was me, I'm having him do some Taysom Hill, fucking wildcat, running back option,
Yeah,
throw
that's
it
what
deep
they
to
should.
Pickens, like
They should have two quarterbacks. That should be a new formation.
right. But
Fucking just for Fields.
just for Fields.
That would be
You
hella hard if they had him running Wildcat and then yeah, because then he could throw it. You wouldn't know what the fuck he's gonna do when he
You're
comes
right. You
up.
would know where the ball is gonna go.
You better hope he throws it though, because he can't. So,
Right.
but
I know I
uh,
would have a field day. That's what the pack would be called. Field day. And it's
yeah,
just all option shit. It's all fumble rooski, fucking laterals and
yeah,
yeah, end around. Yeah.
yeah. Fuck, dude. Yeah,
He needs
fucking.
to just go back to college. Dion is looking for another quarterback.
Yeah. Shut the fuck.
Oh man, he probably got one more year of eligibility for real. Like he really
Fuck.
should consider the NILs going crazy right now. Like when have we ever seen that too? He could make history.
Yeah, the first first NFL quarterback to go back to college.
You
Justin
know what I mean?
Fields.
Like
Yeah.
that would be fire.
He just
Like
needed to develop with
everyone
Deion
deserves a
Sanders.
second chance. Yeah.
Yeah. That's not a second chance though. That's like that's a regression. That's like fucking he's gonna end up more realistically, he's gonna end up in like the fucking CFL or some shit. That's what I think Justin Fields' future is. And he might ball
Bro,
out
if
over
I'm the
there.
Rock, I'm
Yeah.
grabbing him, Kaepernick, Frank Gore.
Yeah.
I'm grabbing look, Andre Johnson, look, Terrell Owens. Like if I'm in the XFL, I'm knowing
Oh yeah, the
exactly what to
XFL.
do
You're
with this
right.
type of shit.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's where you should go.
bro, like this is crazy. Like, and you know they got some money to be throwing around. Like it's the Rock. Like
Oh yeah.
he secured some bags for the XFL. Because
Yeah,
we
that'll be
don't
good.
even know who is a star in the XFL. And so many of these boys can go be stars playing the game you love. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Go fucking be a flag football rock star. You can go be an Olympian in 4 years. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. The XFL, I feel like it's like the male version of the lingerie football league. Like you remember that shit? The lingerie football league? LFL?
Oh yeah.
I can't believe
Oh
that was really
yeah.
a thing.
If I'm not mistaken, it's still a thing. It
Really?
can't be. It
No,
can't
they
be.
you can't have that in 2024.
Nah, they just move it to Germany or some shit. Move it
Oh, it
to
looks like yeah, you're
Romania.
right. You're right. They called that's hilarious. It got rebranded as the Legends Football League in 2013, and then it seized operations in 2019 and then came back in 2022. It's called the X Cup now.
The X Cup. Where are they doing it? Where can we go see a game?
We should just change this show to be about that.
Right.
Northern Arenas. It's on Twitch. You can watch it on Twitch.
That is crazy.
I can't believe that's still a thing. Yeah, they wear the half
Well,
jerseys with the bras. I'm dead,
I know.
dude.
Look. I know our first sponsor.
Yeah,
We
that.
gotta reach. Yeah, we could
Yeah.
bring them some traction. You know what I
Yep.
mean? That
That's
is
awesome.
ridiculous.
Yeah, that's a hell of a sport. But anyways, back on topic. What was your third news story for this week? You had some.
Man, you see the jersey.
Oh yeah,
You
Tebow.
see the goat. You see the goat. I want to talk about Bo Nix. You know
Oh,
what I
Bo
mean?
Nix.
Bo Nix, the new goat, new Tebow. You know what I mean? New Tim. I think Bo Nix is gonna have a breakout year. He was in college for 10 years. Um, he had an amazing run. You know what I mean? What he did at Oregon, uh, he could have won the Heisman for real. And I really think this year him and Sean Payton are gonna fuck some shit up. Like I'm really excited for Bo because
You think he throws 4,000?
bro, 6,000.
No, he's not gonna be like
You
record
gotta,
breaking and shit.
bro, you gotta understand. This is the same Sean Payton that made Drew Brees
Yeah,
leave.
yeah, that is. Now he does have that going for him this year, I
And
think.
when have
Yeah.
we seen anybody even look like Drew Brees, like stature wise, gameplay wise? Like he's the second coming of Drew Brees. Like he's gonna make it so that little quarterbacks can be a thing again.
But
You know what I
why
mean?
why do you think, you know, you really think he's ready though to do that shit in his first year? Like usually you want to sit your quarterback the first fucking year.
You gotta understand he played 10 years of
Yeah.
college football. He's a 35-year-old rookie. Like
Yeah.
he's ready.
He's fucking hella ready. It's a different pace
He's
though.
been
It's a
ready.
different it's a real like different fucking game, man. I don't think they make playoffs this year if you're to
I
ask
don't
me.
even know who else is on the team. I just know he's about to fucking be a rock star. Like I just see it in his eyes. Like he has that in him to make nobody somebody. Like Baker
Yeah.
Mayfield type. Like you know what I
I
mean?
do
Like he's
now.
gonna.
If you were to compare him to anybody, that's who I would say he is the closest to out of anybody. Yeah, he
Yeah,
does
Drew
have that.
Brees. Drew Brees is crazy, but
Yeah,
he's
Bo
more
Nix,
like Baker Mayfield.
Bo Nix has a lot of grit to him, and yeah, I'll never forget last season. I was watching Baker Mayfield walk out like in the. It was actually in a playoff game. I forgot who they were playing, but he's coming out. Fucking, they
And
had the
he's seeing
camera
a
following
young
him.
boy. He's fired up.
Dude,
You know what I
he
mean?
had the smelling salt. Like I don't know if they knew he was gonna do this, but he's walking out the fucking shit, and he like breaks the smelling salt and goes like fucking
Ah!
yeah. Like
Yup.
I was like, dude, he's the real
That's my
deal.
quarterback. That's
Yeah.
my quarterback. Yeah. I'm with all that.
That shit had me
That's what I'm
so
saying.
juiced, dude.
And it's like I just believe in his abilities as a leader. You know what I mean? Like when we're looking at, when it comes down to the confidence, like that's a motherfucker with something to prove
Yeah.
for real, for real. And he's hungry. You know what I mean? Like when I look at like Fields, Kyler Murray, like these fools just been missing the mark. And I feel like he understands that. Like you can't just be some big name college player and just fuck the game off once you make it. I feel like his family must be like, boy, you can't come back home if you don't win. You know what I mean? We about to stone you. We about to whip you, boy. Like he just look like he come from some other shit. Like he has to win. You know?
They got an interesting season coming up. So they're playing the Seahawks, Steelers. So that's I mean, you're playing against Seahawks are going to be a relatively tough game. Steelers, you don't really know what you're going to get there. They're playing the Buccaneers. That's going to be a hard fucking game. The Jets in week 4. The Raiders, not too bad there, but then you got Chargers, Saints, Panthers. I would say it's going to be an
Bro,
interesting
that
season for
sounds
them.
like a super easy schedule.
I don't know. I think Bucks, Seahawks, and fucking and Jets. I think the Jets are going to be kind of deep this year if Aaron Rodgers is healthy.
But look at the division though, like
Yeah.
Chargers, Raiders, Chiefs, Broncos.
Yeah, but you got fucking Chargers, dude. You got Harbaugh over there.
Everybody's been telling me, I'm like, yeah, uh,
Didn't
uh,
Chargers just win yesterday? Did they end up winning that game against the
yeah,
Lions? They were going hard. Oh no, they're playing the Cowboys yesterday and they beat them. Who was playing the Lions yesterday? Was that Steelers?
yep.
Yeah, and the fucking you were talking to me on the phone and you were like, "Oh shit, look, Steelers going off." And then by the time we got off the phone, fucking Lions tied the game.
Oh, like Steelers looking like a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Russ looking like a problem. Yeah. And Mike Tomlin after the game was like, we still haven't found out who the definite quarterback is going to be. We're just looking for the results to get us to the right position. And we hope that we find them results by now. And
That
I
would
was
be
like, oh,
so
shit.
hard if Justin Fields is the starter there and then they go fucking 0-17.
I feel like they have to make Fields the starter just because Russ is a weirdo. And
Yeah.
he's not gonna win no games with that behavior. Like when we talking about, I'd rather have Bo Nix as my starting quarterback than Russ.
That would have been good, yeah. Well that's funny because that's what the Broncos did. They
You
got
know
Bo
what
Nix
I
instead of
mean?
fucking Russ
Yeah.
this year.
Instead of it was like, get the fuck out of here, Russ. Like,
Yeah, you can't do that funny shit here in fucking
let's ride.
Denver.
let's
They don't play around in
ride.
Denver.
Yeah, I don't know, man. So I think Bo Nix, we're talking rookie of the year. I'm a stand on that and I'm gonna die on that hill.
I don't think so. That's Caleb Williams all day, dude. That guy's fucking throwing 4,000.
I really wish him the best. I just don't think he is. Like we're gonna see a Oscar De La Hoya picture of Caleb Williams, and
No.
it's gonna ruin him.
What, they're gonna have him fucking wearing lingerie, like doing coke or some shit? It's gonna come out. You
You
think
know
he
what I
does
mean?
funny
Caleb.
shit like that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
No, I don't think he's funny like that, dude.
He's like a Noah Lyles type funny guy. You know what I mean? Like
No.
like sure, you got a girlfriend. Yeah.
Dude,
Okay.
yeah, well, he's gonna start fucking. You think he's gonna start dressing like Cam Newton and shit?
Even worse.
Yeah, no.
He's just gonna go full fledged fucking Sean Wayans from Scary Movie.
No, you're saying that all of this just because he paints his nails, man. That's fucked up. He's a cool ass dude. Have you watched Hard Knocks at all? Have you seen him on Hard
Yeah,
Knocks?
yeah, 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 yeah.
He looks
I
like
thought,
he just looks like a fucking happy guy, you know, just like
and
a
that's the motherfucking problem. All right,
that's I
you
really
play
like what they got
you
going on
play
there.
fucking football. You
Yeah,
play quarterback. You play quarterback in the motherfucking murder capital of the United States. God
yeah,
damn it. In the fucking windy city, Chi-town, goddamn Chirac. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Little Dirt came to fucking practice. All right,
He looks way better than Justin Fields did. I mean, Justin Fields played there too, and he was fucking broken, you know. Like,
We'll see. We'll see. I'm maybe Justin Fields got a threat. You know what I mean? He had one bad game and them boys from O Block pulled up on. Maybe the
yeah,
mom
yeah,
pulled
that's
up
what
on. You
happened.
know what I mean? They like, hey, Shawty, come here. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like really
I
press
think
you. Like
that's what scared him. He fucking got.
he's done. He's
Nah,
like, I can never play football.
Caleb looked crazy though, man. Just the stuff he was doing in the preseason just looked so natural when it came to him. His big plays that he had, you know, like
So let me
fucking.
ask you this: as a Bears fan, what was the whole ordeal and hype surrounding? If we go to the Bears, we're just gonna come back to college. Him and his dad coming out saying all that dumbass shit, like
I don't believe any of that. I think that was all. I
just
because
to just to make them pull the trigger for real. Like
I remember them talking about it 2 years or yeah, about a year and a half ago when all that shit was talking about oh he's not going to go there or whatever. But I never saw like a video of him saying that shit. What I did see was him fucking talking about how he loves Chicago. Like there's a video where like they have him like on a bus going somewhere to go play a game with his teammates and like they're like yeah so what do you think about Chicago and he's like oh man I love that city, the food's hella good there. He's like that's a
yeah.
real cool place to be, I wouldn't mind, you know. He wasn't talking about like it in a football
Did he
sense of
say it?
going
Did he
there.
say it like that though? Or was he like, "Oh my God, I love Chicago, deep deep
No, he didn't
pizza"?
say it like that. Why are you trying to make just Caleb Williams sound soft? Caleb Williams is fucking. He's got grit, dude.
Oh
He's
man,
smart. He's like one of those like super competitors, dude. He's gonna be the next
look,
LeBron.
I saw him on one. This is why I don't watch him on Hard Knocks. I don't need to see no more. He got up in front of everybody and started doing his karaoke shit,
He didn't
and he's
even
like,
do it.
"Guys, I don't know the words. Oh, come on, bro. Come
Because he's
on.
just there to play football.
I don't know the words, guys."
That's fucked up.
That's
He
Sean
didn't
Wayne
say it
from
like
Scary.
that. You're like
I'm putting it
overemphasizing the way
on
he
thick.
did
I'm
that.
putting it on
Yeah,
thick.
that's fucked
Uh,
up.
I'm saying, look, there ain't nothing wrong with it, you know.
I think he's the truth. I think he's the quarterback the Bears have been waiting for fucking, you know,
Forever.
forever. We haven't had a quarterback. The Bears, even when the Bears used
Only
to
been Jay Cutler. That was it.
and Jay Cutler was done with his career by the time the Bears got him, you know. And the whole city turned on him when he finally went deep into the playoffs and he got injured and they had him on the sideline in the treadmill. The entire city turned on him overnight, and he said, "Fuck this city." After that point,
Yeah.
and it was the fans, and being a Chicago fan, like I gotta admit, Chicago has the most toxic, absolute fucking fan base out of any team. If you go into any Chicago Bears like thread, like during live game thread or anything, the
Yeah.
second they make a bad play, the second something
Rex
bad happens,
Grossman. Ah!
it's
Yeah.
again, fuck. Like, you know, people just start talking shit. There were people in practice, or going down to training and they were talking shit about the team saying, I don't think we have it this year. Fucking Caleb couldn't make this pass over Jalen Johnson and fucking, you know, he was like, wait, the drives were bad. It kept turning around. But it's like, we have a deep ass D too. You know, Bears had a crazy D. We had two
Crazy
fucking
deep
Pro
D.
Bowlers.
Flag on the play.
Bears had a deep ass defense, dude. Don't even. We got Montez Sweat.
I'm talking about just saying deep D.
Oh,
You walked into that one.
you're gonna
Hey
turn it
yo.
all into innuendos when it comes
Hey
around Caleb
yo.
Williams, huh?
Yeah, I'm sure Caleb Williams is fond of the deep D that the
Yeah,
Bears have.
that's fucked up, man. That's my guy right there. That's my number one guy.
Now I'm really excited to see that boy like really show out because I know he got the ability to do some shit. I just don't know what. Like, is he gonna be throwing, running, screaming at people, celebrating? Is he gonna try to do the, like, is he gonna come out like Cam Newton? Is he gonna come out like Lamar? Is he gonna come out like Peyton Manning, Tom Brady? Like, what type of elite quarterback does he want to be? What kind of mark does he want to leave? I think that's what I'm so excited
I
for.
think, and this is what happens when you have a great quarterback like that. They come out their own way, and I think Caleb Williams is gonna fucking be a different
Mm,
kind of quarterback than we've seen
generational
before.
talent. Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
think he's going to be that guy. The Bears have been waiting for someone like this for a long time. It was a calculated ass move. They've been talking about this over a year, getting this guy. And the more you keep seeing the Bears come together, like they've had huge improvements over the last 2 seasons. We went from, I think it was like 2-15, or no, 3-14 to fucking last season, which was I think 7 wins. So
yeah.
you go from 3 to 7 to fucking potential playoff contender this year. And I think that, every move that they've been making, Poles is a fucking great GM. Um, I was very hesitant of him in the beginning last year. I was calling to fire Eberflus. I was like, this guy doesn't inspire fucking anything in me as a fan.
Yeah.
How could he inspire a fucking locker room full of athletes? And I was like, I remember we lost a game to the Broncos. That was the game. They were up by like 30 points and fucking blew like the biggest fucking lead, dude. And yeah, I was just so disappointed. But then next thing you know, fucking things start coming together. They do the Montez Sweat trade, a guy that was so unhappy in Washington. He was so fucking unhappy over there. He even said it. And I was like, dude, I don't know if I want this guy in my team's locker room. They got rid of Chase Claypool. They had Chase Claypool, who said he's a top 5 receiver and he doesn't get targeted enough and he fucking
And
doesn't
where
want
is
to be
he
on the
at
Bears.
now?
Oh, he went to Miami and then he got fucking traded and then got injured before this season started.
Right.
I think I don't know if he was on the Patriots this year or somewhere, but yeah, fucking he got injured before the season. He's done. His career's over. And they said he was cancer for the fucking locker room. Then we get Montez Sweat, who after he gets traded, he said over in Washington, everyone in the locker room was just saying, can't wait till the season's over and we can go on vacation again. And fucking he said, now I'm on a team that's actually competitive and people love each other and shit. And hearing that from a guy, I was like, I don't know about him. Next thing you know, he's sacking fucking every quarterback, dude. He's one of the baddest DNs they've had since fucking Peppers, So it's like, I think that this was a calculated ass move, dude. We got fucking Keenan Allen, Odunze, who nobody expected. Even the Giants, like who were looking for those wide receivers at early slots, they said, "Oh yeah, Bears, they're gonna be taking a fucking lineman after they take Williams." It's like, nope, they didn't take a lineman. They took a fucking receiver because they want to give weapons to that fucking rookie. They got fucking DJ
Would you
Moore.
want to see? Would you want to see IU on the Bears?
I think that there was talk about that in the last couple weeks. I don't think so though. I think that would be overkill.
He's
Like
too big.
if they didn't have everybody they had now, I would in a heartbeat I would fucking want.
Yeah,
him on
no
the team.
DJ Moore. I'll take
Yeah,
IU, but
yeah,
with DJ
100%.
Moore, it's only one football.
That's
Yeah.
the problem. That's the problem. It's like you get that's the thing I'm worried about right now is how much talent they have and backups that they have that are good. It's like
Yeah.
I don't want anybody to get in their feelings after a season of not getting targeted enough or anything like that. Because that's the kind of shit that can break up a team. And you got this rookie QB who's fucking developing too at the same time. So it's like I think the guys that are vets know they need to have a little bit of patience with it, but as long as they're getting W's and the defense looks fucking crazy this year. They got that Austin Booker dude that's just fucking a savage, like we needed somebody like that on D line. And we have someone, snapping the ball decently this year. Like it's I don't know, I just feel I feel really content with the Bears this year, and I think they're going to win the Super Bowl for the next 10 years.
Woo! I think they might have one of the toughest divisions in the league.
Oh yeah, dude! Look at the fucking Lions. That's fucked up.
The Super Bowl is like, whoo, shit.
Yeah. I think Vikings though kind of fell off. I don't think the Vikings are as deep this year. I think that Green Bay too. That's going to be the biggest test.
That's the super sleeper.
That's the biggest test because the most trouble the Bears have had in the last fucking as long as I've been watching them, has been with Green Bay, and I
Getting
don't
over
think
that Lambo leap.
they haven't beaten them in like 6 years, right? It's been like a
Yeah.
long fucking time, so that's gonna be fucking interesting to see, that interaction. And then you know how heartbroken I was when I saw fucking Jordan Love last year play for the first time. I was so fucking disappointed because I was like, oh, finally Aaron Rodgers is gone. Fucking Green Bay is gonna be fucking weak now. And then Jordan Love goes out.
That fool is a fucking prototype
They
quarterback.
didn't skip a
Fucking.
beat, dude. I was so mad.
Woo!
I was
Yeah.
so mad seeing him like kill it, and I was just like, "We're fucked, dude. We got JF1." Like, you know.
Oh, for real, yeah. That's Bakersfield, California, man.
Mm-hmm.
That motherfucker is a baller. Like, and I'm really excited for his season this year. I think he has a breakout year. I think he separates himself from CJ Stroud this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see it. I don't know if they're going to the Super Bowl, but god damn, they look good. God damn, I like them better than the Chiefs right now.
Yeah.
Like,
I was sitting on my fucking I was sitting on the edge of my seat during that fucking Niner fucking Packers game last season, like in the playoffs. I was like, oh my
ooh.
god. And then that was the one time Jordan Love's composure kind of broke down, and it really showed how great of a
And
team.
he still looked good.
Yeah.
Like, you
Oh
had
yeah.
to really nitpick.
He just he was throwing like some rushed panic passes at the end. That's ultimately what cost him the game. But
Right.
like the thing that scares me about the Packers, and I only see this in a couple teams in the NFL, like the Ravens, for sure. Like I see this shit, but on the defense, bro, when the defense drives back like 3 to 5 yards on every tackle,
Yeah.
even when the whistle's blown and fucking the play's all said and done and the ball's spotted, they are still pushing backwards. And those are the scariest fucking teams that I see because it's so defeated. It's like a mental game that they play with the offense.
Yeah.
And I don't see enough teams doing that shit. Like I never see the Bears do it. I wish they would do that. But when you're pushing like back, it's like no, like you're going backwards, motherfucker. Like
Yeah.
that
And
shit
that's
is
the Steelers used to play like that. It's kind
mm-hmm.
of it's a lost art for real, for real.
Yeah.
And it really comes from not having no quarterback. It comes
Yeah.
from an understanding. It comes from an understanding like, look, defense wins championships. And
Mm-hmm.
when you understand that and you get enough project babies to invest in that, it's over with. You know what I mean? I'm talking about from the box to the fucking DBs. Like when you get everybody to buy in to like, nah, we gonna do this shit. Like Ray Lewis Ravens,
Yep.
uh Palomalu Steelers, like teams that can generate points with their defense is insane. And is we're in the quarterback era. Like people could give a fuck about that nowadays. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I can't tell you the last time I saw fucking like real deal pick six, like 60-yard return, 80-yard return. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
back in the day, like Champ Bailey go grab some shit. He might return that bitch. Dion, anytime he get his hands on the ball, he's looking at the end zone. You know what
Yep.
I mean?
Yep.
And I'm just curious to see who is gonna bring that shit back. Like real ball hop. Like all these fucking DBs, they do the little seatbelt celebration. I'm like, nah, you're not even like that. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
you can't really hit no more. That's a big part of it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. That too. That too. I mean, there's still teams doing it though. Like they're not. You know. Maybe I gotta look at that. Like the teams that hit like that and check their penalty fucking their
yeah,
numbers of penalties because they probably do have higher penalty rate, but still it's instilling that fucking fear in the offense. Like if you listen to all the great players talk about like fucking when they talked about butt kiss, they're like OJ Simpson said he scared the shit out of him, He's like, I used to
Right.
look at him and he'd just look at you cold blooded as fuck, like he's gonna
Right.
fuck you up, and it would fuck with your game, and it's like I can't really think of anybody like that now, in the league that like people are terrified of, you know.
There's nobody. There's literally nobody. Like you could make the case for Fred Warner,
Hmm.
but ain't nobody scared of him for real. They just know he good. You know what
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like ain't no like they still trying him. You still gonna get the ball over the middle, right? Like
yeah,
people really feared Patrick Willis. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if there's a middle linebacker, a D tackle, a D end. Like it's just not even a safety. I don't know who is like the boy, the feared. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And it's like 10 years ago, you could go down the list and just keep going. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
And I wonder if it's because it probably is because the game nowadays is just a lot more lucrative, as far as like money that people can make.
Keeping
Because
it safe, keeping it
yeah,
clean.
exactly. You wanna
Yeah.
be able to get along with everybody. Because one of the things I saw in Hard Knocks when they're talking to Caleb, they're like, hey, so you're gonna meet all these different guys on all these different teams, and they all want to have a long career. They're gonna be around a long time. You want to have a long career. You want to be friendly with all of them. And it's like, man, fuck that. Like, you want to fucking
Yeah.
shit on him. You're gonna be franchised to our team, so you're gonna get your bag and fucking. But that's the thing. It's now it's like everybody wants to think about that trade, so you can't be you know on and I feel like the only time people really get dirty now is in the pileups, because they
That's
say
it. Yeah.
motherfuckers are eye gouging, fucking grabbing their ball sacks and twisting them and shit. And like that's the only time shit gets really dirty. But back in the day, dude, shit, people would get laid out, stepped on, fucking fingers grabbed and broken and shit. Like, there were some dirty players back in the day, and you can't really do that anymore, I guess, too. And that's
I
probably
would
why.
be look, if I was in the league, I'll be the most hated.
Yeah.
Ain't no fucking friends. Ain't no high fiving. I'll be the bad
Who was
sportsman.
who was that dude that fought Muhammad Ali? He was like one of the baddest dudes. I fucking forgot
Who?
what his name is. I can't think of it right now. I think he was on the Niners at
Listen.
some point too. He was on the Broncos. Who
And
fought
he fought
Muhammad?
Muhammad Ali.
Yeah,
What?
and he fought Muhammad Ali. Lyle Alzado. Lyle Martin Alzado.
Yeah, that's beyond me.
And
That's
yeah, dude,
beyond
he was
me.
fucking. You know why he did it? Because he just wanted
Wow.
to be the baddest motherfucker that ever played in the NFL. He's like, I don't just do this. His dad was a boxer and whooped his ass growing up, and he was just like, you know what? I want to fucking go fight Muhammad Ali, and he got his ass whooped, but he stood in there, with him. And Ali even said it. He was hella tougher than I thought he would be. He played on the Broncos for 7 years. Then he was on the Browns. Then he was on the Raiders. I mean, it turns out at the end he was juicing to the fucking gills. Like he was all roided up. But back then it was different too. Everybody was all on that shit.
Bring steroids back.
No, you
Bring
can't say.
steroids
You just,
back.
you just stopped any fucking professional endorsement from the NFL. Right now.
Look, cause I'm telling you, man, like if there if there can be Special Olympics, all right, it might sound crazy. Can we have extra Olympics? You know what I mean? If there's Olympics, Paralympics,
I
and we have superb
I get what
games.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, and I've been someone who's been saying this for a long time because when when USADA came in and they banned steroids in the UFC, like
Yeah,
the entire heavyweight division just turned into a bunch of fat guys overnight. So
yeah,
I get it. I totally get what you're saying. In like every once in a while you get like a natural freak of nature like Aspinall or fucking
Ngannou.
yeah, Ngannou exactly, where they're literally just a tank, but you know, they they need to bring steroids back just to UFC, I think if anything. Maybe and who knows, man? Like I really feel like a lot of these dudes are still juicing in the NFL. They
On
gotta
the
be.
super low. On the
Yeah,
super
yeah, they're
low.
just getting away with it somehow. There has to be, because you don't. I just remember when I used to watch football, like back in the day. I when I first started smoking weed, I used to just sit there and I'd be like, how are these motherfuckers so ripped? Like everybody, dude. Like that. I would
Right.
be tripping more off that, than anything else. Like they gotta be juicing. Like that's all I would think as I was looking at it. Like and that's what made it so intense, because I'd just be like, oh my God, like what happens when you get the buffest, swollest, juiced out motherfuckers and then make them go head to head with each other? That's when I really fell in love with the sport, so
That's that shit. That's why I'm like, it needs to be back. Like I remember watching Barry Bonds and Sammy Sosa, Mark McGuire, motherfucking. I'm convinced whenever they do blow the lid on this shit, LeBron James is gonna be like the biggest. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I'm talking about like when he was in Miami, bro. Like, and it's already been kind of touched on. Like A Rod's physician. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
this is Alex Rodriguez, dude that went to court and got in trouble, all this shit. A Rod's physician had LeBron James's wife on his client list. All right,
Mm.
while he was in Miami playing the best basketball of his life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That is a supremely big clerical error, big fuck up. Like even having that like dot to connect is insane. And I think basketball and steroid use, I don't know why
Well,
people don't think it could correlate.
well, I'm gonna tell you this too. Like it for basketball, I guess it makes sense. If you're an athlete, it makes sense, for any of this shit. I don't think it's cheating because everybody could have access to this shit. Everybody makes enough money to have access to it equally. Like if you're a guy that is hella against it, then yeah, go ahead and be the outlier that, really like fucking just goes out there and balls out on everybody else. But in when they try to say it's for health reasons, they're trying to protect the players. It's like, oh, because what? Because their hearts are gonna swell up and they're gonna fucking, get fucked up. Like, okay, yeah, well, don't you think repeated blows to the fucking head, no matter what kind of protection you have, especially in UFC where they're literally just getting knocked out over and over again, that's a bigger risk than what they're doing. Like they're already taking years off of their life, In the NBA, like I don't know with how much protection they have with fouls and how it's turned into this fucking metagame of free throws, in the last fucking 20 plus years. Fucking, I think that maybe there you have a better argument where it is kind of unfair, but as
Yeah,
far
because
as
the NBA could really get away with it. It's regenerative medicine. It's human growth hormones. You
yeah,
know, when it's really the fucking same. Everybody's goddamn cheating, trying to get an edge. Like,
well, they're smoking weed, like there are hella times, and I don't know if it was just me tripping because I was hella lit watching like post game and
but you
shit.
look at a motherfucker and be like,
They look high
yeah,
as shit in the post game. All the Warriors, every time they were in the playoffs, post game, you look at oh fuck, who was the worst at it, dude? It was what's his name? Yeah, Iguodala. Iguodala was ripped off his ass. There was one time where he walks out, him and Clay both walk out of a fucking like locker room, and then a reporter walks up to interview him right away, and then Clay looks at him like puts his headphones on, starts walking away, and he's shaking his head because I know he was thinking this high ass motherfucker is gonna talk to the news lady right now. He's tripping, like.
right. About to start talking about curing cancer or some stupid shit.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I don't know. I think that steroids is what it is. Like that people are gonna do them. But yeah, they definitely need to bring it back and bring back some scary motherfuckers too, because defense is weak. Defense is weaker than it's ever been in 2024, and that's because of steroids and professionalism. Um, but yeah. So, anyways, I want to transition right now into our matchups. I'm gonna pull these up real quick here. So let's see. So we got this is our week 1 schedule here, and just gonna go through each one. So we got Baltimore at Kansas City. That's gonna be a fun game to watch.
Where are
Looks
they
like
playing that at? Is I heard there's some game in Sao Paulo, Brazil.
they're playing this one in Missouri, so it's gonna be in Kansas City's home. So yeah, Kansas City Stadium. And then they're playing so that's Thursday night at 5:20 on September 5th. So we're about a week and a half out. Today's the last day of preseason. Friday, September 6th, we got Green Bay at Philadelphia, 5:15, and that's Peacock only, which I think that's the stupidest shit that you can only watch games on Peacock. Because I buy
That's the Brazil game.
Yeah, that's
Eagles
gonna be in Brazil.
Packers.
Yeah,
That is crazy to me. You know who really opened that door up?
who?
Marshawn.
Oh, really?
He be in the real favelas doing football camps and shit. Like really with some members. Like he be telling these crazy stories how he in the slums of Brazil and like he getting caught up in the middle of like some fucking gang shit. Like you know what I mean? I'm like,
That's funny.
man, he is the realest. Like
Football's about
he
to
talk
be like
about bro, real city of God shit. He trying to have like a football camp in the middle of this.
Man, football. If that shit starts happening more, football's gonna end up looking like baseball. You're just gonna have dudes coming out of nowhere, going straight to the NFL and shit. Like
35-year-old rookie.
Yeah, yeah. Just killing it too. Just like hella good,
Right.
and they don't even look in shape too. They're just hella good.
Right.
Like. No, that's just
Man.
baseball in general. There's hella fools that are like not in shape that are killing it. But
crazy.
But yeah, so then we got Pittsburgh at Atlanta, so that's going to be interesting to see who Pittsburgh is starting. Yeah.
Who you think they're picking, Russ or Fields? Who gets the job week 1?
It's got to be Russell Wilson, dude. It's got to be.
How long does he keep the job?
If he wins, he stays. That's how I think it's going to work out.
It's a week by week thing.
I don't see any team any team starting Justin Fields. Any team in their right mind that cares about winning. If they want to tank, they could pick Fields. But or if they do have Fields go, just give the ball to Najee Harris every time. That's the only way I see that working out. Arizona at Buffalo. So, for my picks for these games, dude, Baltimore, Kansas City. I got Baltimore. Kansas City always has a slow start each year, it seems like. Green Bay at Philly. I got Philly. I'll call Philly on that one because they got some new weapons this year. And I know Green Bay is deep, but I think Philly is they're going to be playing it in Brazil. So I think it gets hotter. No, I don't think it gets hotter in Philly. They're like near Green Bay. So who do you got on those two?
I'm picking Lamar. You know what I mean? Sniper gang, of course. I'm falling more and more in love with KC. You know what I mean? They fuck with Donald Trump, Taylor Swift. But I'm picking the Ravens. And then the Brazil game, I don't see the Eagles even making the playoffs this year. I'm gonna just come out and say that right now.
Even with Saquon?
I think it's over. So they're gonna set the tone by losing the first one. Fucking Falcons are definitely gonna be losing to the Steelers.
Oh, I got Falcons all day, dude. I got Falcons.
Oh my god.
Falcons look like they're favorites too for this game. -3.
It's gonna be an upset.
And then
We got Buffalo.
Yeah, Arizona, Buffalo. I think I got in that one I got Buffalo. They're just deep, and Arizona's still like in the middle of a rebuild right now. I don't think that they're going. Arizona though, their stadium's lit, and they got some sick ass jerseys that have been coming out lately. So, but other than that, I think they got a lot of work, and I watched them get killed by the Niners last year. So I don't think.
I really think Kyler Murray fucked up. I think he should have just played baseball. Like he's just getting beat up. He ain't winning. Like hang him up, dog.
Yeah,
Hang
it's
him
just a
up.
wrap. And
Yeah.
then yeah, Tennessee, Chicago. I got Chicago, of course, because they're going
The
undefeated
Bears.
this year.
The Bears. Undefeated is crazy.
You know that this is the most expensive game of the season, or I mean
Why?
of the week. If you
Why is
look, it
that?
says tickets as low as 228. All the other ticket prices are fucking. Let's see, the cheapest game of the week is Washington at Tampa Bay. And then
Woo.
the most expensive one is the Bears. Oh wait, no, it's not the Bears. It's Los Angeles at Detroit. Okay. Damn, they beat them by like $7. But yeah, no, usually the Bears have some of the most expensive tickets. I told you how much those Niner tickets I got were. They're fucking
Yeah,
hella
yeah.
expensive.
Well,
Um,
I mean, it helps when you have the fucking Caitlin Clark of the NFL on your team. Like,
yeah. Oh, fuck you. So, all right. So yeah, I got the Bears in that one. New England at Cincinnati. I'm gonna have to go with the Bengals. Nobody's worse than the Patriots, and they missed out on Ayuk.
Woo.
Houston at Indianapolis. Houston all day. Texans got an established quarterback. They're fucking badass. Last year, they were very unexpected too, and I think they're going to continue with that momentum this year. We got Miami at Jacksonville. I'm going to pick Jacksonville on that one, and then I'll let you
You
catch up.
crazy.
I'm going to pick
You are
Jacksonville on that. Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Jacksonville over Miami is insane.
I
And
got it.
the only reason I say that is because who the fuck plays for the Jaguars? Exactly.
Fuck you.
Like I can't tell you. You know what I mean? Who is their starting quarterback right now?
Oh, dude, they got a badass quarterback right now. They
What's
got
his name?
fucking what's it called? I don't know why I can't think of his name right. Trevor Lawrence, dude. He got the mop too.
That's what I'm saying. Like he was supposed to have a breakout year last year. I don't see him changing anything. Like Jacksonville's a cursed fucking organization. Miami all the way. Their fucking first game last year, didn't they put up like 85 points or some weird ass shit?
They just put up 31-0 against the Falcons in the preseason 2 days ago.
Look, look, we gonna see. I'm picking Miami. I'm picking Tyreek. You know what I mean? Taga
Yeah.
Tua Loa. What? How you say his name? Tua
To
Taga Tuka Puka Bula. You know what I mean? Tuka Tuka
Tuagavaloa.
Taka Puka Puka. You know what I mean? Mr. Peanut Butter Cups. Come on. We going Miami. Come on.
Yeah.
Who we got next? Who we got next?
You want to bet on that one?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, yeah. I'll do a 10 spotter with you on that one.
Let's do it.
We'll
Y'all heard it.
we'll
Y'all heard it.
recap it next
Y'all heard
week.
it. Come on. I'm gonna be honest. Show me the money.
And then yeah, we got
Oh
Carolina,
man.
New Orleans. New Orleans, no shit. That's the cheapest game of the week too. The two worst
Yeah,
teams.
What's up with what's his name?
Bryce Young.
Bryce fucking Young. You want
It's
to
not
talk
his
about a
fault.
bad situation? You sure about that?
I don't think it's his fault. I mean, if I watched some of those games last year, and if anybody played well on that team, it was him, and everybody else sucked, dude. I felt so bad for that kid. Like he
You,
fucking
uh,
he's a good quarterback. I feel like his best chance is fucking if he gets traded, but I think another team will give him a shot. The only problem is all the teams in dire need of quarterbacks fucking all just they all just picked up quarterbacks, you know? Like
listen, this boy and CJ Stroud grew up together. He is not CJ Stroud. This boy went to the prep schools and shit. CJ Stroud was with Snoop Dogg. This boy don't have that dog in him. You know what I
nah,
mean?
he's
Like,
good. He's good. He's a good quarterback.
bro, bro didn't win the Snooper Bowl. All right,
He looked
CJ
better than
Stroud
Trey
did.
Lance did when Trey Lance even
Yeah.
got to play his rookie year. He
You
looked
want to
better
talk
than
about
that.
a bust? You want to talk about a bust? Like I saw so many people wearing them fucking Niners Trey Lance jerseys. I'm
Yeah.
like, you look dumb as hell.
Well, the funny thing
Uh,
too is it like the Panthers got fucked big time by the Bears with that Bryce Young. So after that, after they picked him, they traded. I forgot what they. Oh, they traded DJ Moore for and their first round pick the following year because they didn't think they were gonna need shit. And then they tanked the entire
look,
season. The whole reason that
fucking idiot.
Caleb Williams got the Bears got Caleb Williams was because of that trade.
Yeah, they need to sell the team. Doesn't fucking Jay Z own a stake in the Panthers?
Yeah, and he don't give a fuck.
He don't
He
even. They don't even play football up there. That's a basketball fucking state. Like what? Who's ever came out of New York and played football?
out of New
The
York.
quarter, the quarterback for the Giants, huh? He's the only New York kid, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
If you want to play some goddamn football, you gotta be from goddamn Florida. Them
Yeah,
Florida
everybody in New
boys.
York's playing fucking hockey.
Hockey and basketball.
Yeah, yeah, you got to be from like fucking like the South.
Texas, yeah,
Yeah,
Alabama,
that's where all the badass
Florida.
players come from, or USC, Southern California, baby.
Yeah, yeah, California. Yeah, so I don't know about the Panthers, man. It seemed like a doomed fucking organization.
Yeah,
They,
no,
I mean, they should have just gave Cam Newton a fucking job at a GM.
Panthers are the new Browns, I think,
That's what
and
I'm
I don't think
saying.
they're as
Shit is
bad as the
crazy.
Browns.
Shit is crazy, bro.
You know,
Like
you know
you
what the
remember how
problem
good
is?
they were?
Yeah,
Huh.
they were good. They had Peppers, remember? Like
Right,
hell long ago.
right.
Right before he went to the Bears, and then so then we got Minnesota against New York. To be honest, I was not impressed by the Giants yesterday when they played the Jets in the preseason. Um, I'm probably gonna pick Minnesota on that one.
Let me just tell you this: Justin Jefferson fucked up. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
He wanted to get paid to stay there.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck no. Fuck no. Who's the quarterback right now?
Uh.
Nobody. What happened to the QB?
Oh yeah,
You
that's
gonna be?
terrible. No, what are you
You know
talking
what I
about?
mean?
They got Sam
Bro is
Darnold. They
hurt.
got Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold's the truth. He was already should have been QB1. Fucking that was fate that worked out, and it's gonna work out in Minnesota's favor.
Listen, Minnesota's up right now because of Tim Waltz, and that's it.
Have you seen that shit? Hold on, I gotta show you this real quick. I don't know if you ever seen this, but the Darnold. Have you ever
You
seen
were
this shit?
you were telling me about this cult following fucking nonsense,
So look at this.
and
Look at
I'm
this shit.
just, oh my god.
So Sam Darnold orders donuts just like a regular guy, one of us. You see, like they make him like Donald Trump. They call him the Darnold.
This is not gonna help them at all. They tried that dumbass shit with Kirk Cousins putting
This
all the
has
fucking on him
he.
and shit.
They've been doing this. They've been doing this since he started in the NFL, though. It's not like a new
Listen, this
thing. This is like an
but this
old
is
ass
not gonna
meme.
work. This is not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's not
Jefferson is
gonna work.
ecstatic to catch balls from GE. They call him GE Cubis.
See, that's not gonna work.
Look, great
What the
speech at the
fuck?
Darnold National Convention.
Like that picture is just so
Look at
fucking
Sam
ridiculous.
Darnold.
Yeah, this is not gonna work, bro.
He's the real deal, dude. Sam Darnold, the Darnold,
Who's
and
their backup?
uh, that was him. Sam Darnold.
Their third string. They gotta have a third
Well,
string
here's the fucked
quarterback.
up thing is they're saying that Darnold still might not be starting. It might be the third QB starting on that shit.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, it is a disaster to be Justin Jefferson, fucking
Jaron Hall is
elite.
or Nick Mullins, yeah. Those are the other guys.
They might be saving their shit for Shador then.
But yeah, back over here to fucking let's see. So we got Las Vegas at Chargers. Oh, Chargers all day, dude. I'll take Harbaugh over whatever the fuck he's doing. Um,
Where they playing at?
they're playing in Inglewood too.
Ooh.
And then yeah, who do you
I
got
like
there?
the Raiders. I like the Raiders.
No.
I like the Raiders. Coming out game one, winning in LA. I
You're
like that.
tripping.
I like that. We're about to get a Prize Picks sponsor. Prize Picks, let's get it! Come on, we about to get a fucking sports book sponsor. I can feel it.
So then we got Denver at Seattle, and I got Seattle there. That's gonna be a tough game for the Broncos. I think Seattle's pretty solid this year going into their season. Those motherfuckers are always like playoff contenders. They're just fucking deep.
You know what? Fuck them. Fuck Pete Carroll. We're going Denver, baby.
Wow.
Yep. Controversial. You see what I'm wearing, man?
Yeah.
Them
No, I know
Tebow,
you gotta pick the Broncos wearing that.
You know what I mean?
And then Dallas at
Let's
Cleveland.
ride.
I got Dak all day. My boy Dak over in Dallas. I think they're gonna shit on the Browns and leave them brown.
Look, they should call this the Freaky Bowl. They got Dak Prescott and fucking Deshaun Watson.
Do you think they're gonna match each other's freak?
They're gonna fucking swap uniforms mid game, and no one's gonna.
No one's gonna notice.
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know. I want to pick the Browns, but
Yeah.
did they ever figure out the CeeDee Lamb situation? Is he still not playing?
Yeah. What the fuck is up? I haven't even looked into that, dude. You know what's funny too? CD Lamb and Ayuk both made me the most fucking points in my fantasy last year.
Yeah, well, I don't know what's up with these dudes. Like,
Yeah, still his contract negotiations dismissed again. Fuck, that should have been up there with the Ayuk conversation. Fuck, he's
fuck
under a
CeeDee Lamb.
1-year, 17.9 mil contract on a 5th-year option.
Whoo,
Yeah.
Jerry Jones is an asshole. Jerry Jones is fucked up.
I know,
ain't
that's
gonna
like
lie.
nothing.
He should have paid that boy. Jerry Jones must not like bruh.
Yeah.
Cause Jerry Jones, he ain't like Des Bryant, and you could tell. You know what I mean?
That's terrible. They need him. Dude, he had fucking more yards than Ayuk last year.
Yeah, CeeDee Lamb is.
And they didn't even go as deep into the postseason. I included postseason. That guy's worth fucking a lot.
How
That's
much would you
crazy.
give him though?
Oh, dude,
Could you give him 30 M's?
I'd give him 27, which is more than what he's getting, and he'd probably be happy with it. I don't know what he's asking for. What is CD Lamb asking for?
50 mil a year.
Yeah, I'll fuck that. Oh, yeah, no, that's why. Guess you know how much he's asking for?
40.
33, which is 8 more than the highest paid.
Man, I don't want 27. I want 33. That boy is crazy. That boy is really crazy. If he could do it again this year, I'll say he's worth it.
Yeah. CD, how old is he? CD
He's
Lamb
young as
age
fuck.
25. Yeah.
25.
I would do it. Can you do a 1-year option?
Yeah, you franchise tag him, then you could give him fucking 33.
Yeah.
but then you fuck up the whole trajectory of the league after that.
Yeah.
Like I think a lot of these owners get together and be like, "Bitch, you better not pay his ass that." You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it
I'll
fucks
never
up
I'll
everything
never approve a trade with you again if you do this shit.
type of shit, and it's like it sets a precedent of like, oh, if this person's getting that, well, how come I can't get that?
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie, they could pay everybody. These companies is making fucking bukus of like stupid billions. You know what I mean?
Oh
Like,
yeah. But I mean, they're not happy to part with any of it. That's always been the problem for the longest time, and then it's fucked up too because the more they pay, the more it fucks up the league, kind of. Because like we were just talking about earlier, how you get fucking more professional, weaker player. Like for the viewer, we're getting
yeah,
royally fucked, by this shit happening. Everybody's all squeaky clean. Like the fuck are they gonna start wearing fucking? They're gonna start putting bumpers on the fucking ground and
right.
fucking have little bubbles going around the quarterbacks and it's like the fuck because when you're investing
It'll
that
be
much money, you spend that much money, and here's the big problem with these contracts is the amount that they're guaranteeing to these players because they're guaranteeing like 70% of these fucking contracts, you
yeah,
know. So it's like anything can happen. What kind of a liability, is that for a lot of these teams? Dude, look at Aaron Rodgers, fucking Achilles in the first. I forgot how much he signed. I think Aaron Rodgers did some shit though, where he said he's going to give the money back for the season or some shit, or he's going to
of course
renegotiate.
he did.
He
Of
would do
course he
something
did.
like that. Yeah, that he had to do that because all that crazy shit he was saying in 2020 probably he's like I gotta make it a positive image of myself, but at the end of the day, fuck him, man. Take the money, get the bag, and fucking
Money, yes.
yeah, like you signed it. Like this is the meta. This is the whole meta game of fucking trying to get your money now. I
Right.
hate this shit though. It's such a pain in the ass. I just want to see killer players play and fucking have a great game, and you know, and when it does happen, I just hope it's never on the Bears. And the Bears don't seem to have problems like that too.
Right.
That's the thing. The only holdout that we had this year was what was it, Caleb, fucking holding out until last minute because I think he was just trying to get the max amount that he would get from him, and that's fine. He signed and everything. I knew he was going to sign regardless, but that's just how a lot of these players do it. I hate that shit where they wait a week into the season because then it's let the team hurt. It's like fuck that, dude. Are you really a team player? Like
That's how you create leverage, though.
yeah, you got to.
If you really him like that, and you
Yeah,
really impact the game like that, you prove it to the organization, it's like, oh yeah, you bitch ass niggas did need
yeah.
me. Like
But what are the Cowboys doing without CeeDee Lamb? Probably the same thing they're doing
the
with CeeDee
same shit
Lamb.
they doing with
Yeah,
them,
that's
right?
what I'm saying.
Absolutely nothing. Getting the popcorn ready.
Yep.
That's it. So what out of all these matchups, what are some of your favorite games to
So we're
watch?
still getting. I think we're still at the end here. So
No
so we
way.
we had Dallas at Cleveland. So I got Dallas there. Washington at Tampa Bay. I got Tampa Bay for sure. The Baker Mayfield dogs Washington. Um, we got LA and Detroit, and I think this is a good matchup. This is actually going to be Sunday night's game. So this is going to be a really fucking good one. Detroit's deep as fuck. They're coming back after a killer season. You got the Rams. Same thing. I want to say they're almost evenly matched, but Detroit's probably a little bit better. But Rams are fucking. They're really good contenders too. And then I would favor Detroit in this probably. Um, and then for Monday though, we have New York at San Francisco. So automatically, what I gotta say, my game of the week is gonna be this right here, this matchup, New York versus San Francisco. We're gonna have the Niners probably without Ayuk, and then we're gonna have fucking Aaron Rodgers returning. You know, so I'm gonna be watching this to see if Rodgers gets hurt. I'm gonna watch this to see if San Francisco can perform without their baddest fucking receiver, and then The close fucking second one is gonna be this LA versus Detroit game. I think those are the two I really want to watch. But the SF New York is my game to
Yeah.
watch this week. What do you think?
I mean, that's the new rivalry, fucking Lions Rams. That's gonna be the new fucking like Ravens Steelers. You know what I mean? Like exciting ass game. So definitely that one. But I think for me personally, I'm really excited to see Miami. You know what I mean? I know they got Odell. You know, everybody wants him to lose. So I think that's a game to watch. I'm really, really excited to see the return of Pat and Lamar. So I think that's gonna be my top. I'm gonna sit down and watch every fucking second of that game. You mean Derrick Henry is back? You know, they paid him fucking popcorn and pocket lint. I don't know how I don't know how the fuck they got him on this such cheap fucking discounted deal. But we gonna see, man. I think the Ravens go to the Super Bowl this year and win.
Oh
I
yeah,
think this is the year.
I don't think they
This is
win.
Lamar Jackson's year. Who you got winning? The Bears, of
Yeah, of
course.
course. Yeah, it's the Bears that are gonna win. Fucking.
uh, Trick question. So what's up? You gonna bet on it? You taking it to the sports book?
So the odds, I don't like them as much. They're like 31, I think, are the odds right now, 31-1. So
Ooh.
I might throw a couple G's down on it. I'm gonna wait to see this game one. If this game one's good, I know the odds might drop, but they're not gonna drop by much. And yeah, I'll probably lay that bet. Go down to Vegas and put it in, get a ticket,
You're
and then
mad, man. You
I
are
think
a madman.
I think Bears are gonna win. Like I said, the next 10 Super Bowls out of fucking the next 10. So
I don't know what the fuck you've been smoking, but
the only thing I'm not sure of is how many times Caleb gets MVP. I'm thinking probably 8, and then 2 to DJ Moore. So we'll see.
we'll see. I'm gonna hold you to it. Y'all heard it here first, right?
Yeah.
Bears going to the Super Bowl, fucking 8 MVPs on that shit. We gonna see. We gonna see about my boy. You know what I mean? The move arounder, Caleb. You know what I mean? Hey, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Hey,
So
I
yeah,
love it.
I think we're wrapping up for time. Thanks for being here, and thanks for tuning in to the first episode of David and the Squire. We'll see you after week
Woo!
1 with a recap and what's going on around the league, and fucking we're gonna see the Bears fucking going all the way.
Let's do it, baby. Damn! That's all I got.